Hey everyone, this is Shelly, your instructor. This is the first of our recorded PowerPoints. I'm going to make a few of these each week as a way to, in some ways, replicate our class. Now, please know that I know that it does a terrible job of replicating class. In class, you're there, I'm there, you can ask questions, we can talk to each other, we can do group discussions, we can laugh and have fun. We can't do any of that in this format, but I'm really trying to do the best I can to do the right thing by you. Anyway, I hope you at least somewhat enjoy these things and they help clarify some of the information from your textbook. They're meant to be a supplement to the videos and the textbook reading. So our painting lesson was cut short. So we're going to start, because of our break, we're going to start on a unit on printmaking. You guys have all seen examples of prints in your lives. You've seen this image to get men to join the U.S. Army. You've seen this image, ooh, that's a terrible arrow, to get women to join the war effort by going to work in the factories. You've seen this image, which is Barack Obama's campaign poster from 2008. And you've seen this image, which is by the Japanese artist Hukosai. It depicts a wave, and it looks like these people are about to be in big trouble because of that wave. So what is a print? A print is a work of art that has been carved into a stamp. It creates an image that can be reproduced. Artists make prints when they want to make multiple copies of their work. So how does it work? Well, Hukosai made a drawing of this wave. Then he took a block of wood and he carved that wave into the block of wood. He put ink on the wave, on the block of wood with the wave on it, and then he stamped the ink stamp onto a piece of paper. Then he can re-ink the wood block with the wave carved on it and stamp it again. Once he's got the carved stamp, just like rubber stamping, once he's got the carved stamp with the wave on it, he can make endless copies. He can make endless copies of this wave. And in fact, there are many, many, many pictures of this wave. It's a great way to make multiple copies. So the key thing to know about printmaking, if you leave this class knowing one thing about printmaking, it is this. Printmaking creates an image that can be reproduced. Once you've got that stamp, you can make endless copies of the stamp. Artists make prints when they want to be able to make multiple copies. That's the key thing to know about printmaking. It makes an image that can be reproduced. Artists use them when they want to make an image that can be reproduced. So what are some examples of that exact scenario? An artist makes an image that he or she wants to be able to reproduce. Well, here are some great ones. For example, this one here. I want you to join the U.S. Army. This was hung in cities and towns all over America to get men to join the war effort. It would not have made sense to just make one of them, because then people wouldn't have been able to see it and it wouldn't have been able to convince people to join the U.S. Army. Barack Obama, he wanted everybody to see this campaign poster. You don't just make one campaign poster, you make a million. Think of all the road signs in towns these days with campaign posters. Think about how many campaign posters you have seen. Campaign posters is a great example of when we want to be able to make multiple copies. Same thing, we wanted a lot of women to see this poster and go and work in the factories. So when is printmaking used? Propaganda. Propaganda, when you want someone to think a certain way or do a certain thing. You want people to join the war effort. You want people to go and work in the factories. You want people to go and vote for you. Propaganda, you're trying to convince someone to think a certain way and do a certain thing. That's when you want to get multiple copies. That's when you want to get your message out. You want lots and lots of people to see your print. Another reason you might make a print, you want to sell a lot of them. I always recommend that artists go into printmaking. Think about it. You make a painting, how many can you sell? One, right? You make a painting of Niagara Falls, you make your painting, you sell one, that's it. Now, compared to Hokusai, who took his drawing of a wave and made it into a woodblock print and then printed many of them, he can sell lots and lots and lots of these waves. The cost is lower because there's multiple copies. It's less expensive to buy one. That said, you can sell lots more. So printmaking is a great way for artists to make money, for artists to be able to sell multiple copies of their work at a lower price, maybe to people like you and me who may not have that much money. That's printmaking. Key point, printmaking is an example of when artists want to be able to make multiple copies to get their message out there.